Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois.
And what's your artist name and your real name?
My real name is Angel Bustos, and then my artist name is Angel's Tattoo.
And tell me something about your background, why you decide to start tattooing, why you decide to do what you do.
So I've been tattooing. I did my first tattoo in 1994, so almost 30 years ago. I got into tattooing with a homemade machine. My brother came home with a homemade machine, told me to tattoo him, and that was it. So once I started tattooing with the homemade machine, a really young age, I just kept going. And I've been tattooing ever since.
And you prefer the tattooing side or the graffiti lettering part of your artistic side?
Tattooing side for sure. Yeah, I used to write graffiti back in late 90s, early 90s, but that was such a long time ago. So now I just kind of adapted what I do, what I did then to what I do now. So my letter style now is a little bit different. It's got the graffiti drips, it's got the, graffiti style S to it, but definitely the tattooing side is what I do most and what I do better than anything else.
Do you have a tattoo shop or?
I do have a tattoo shop. I have a small private studio outside of Chicago. Currently, we're in the process of building a new shop. So
bigger?
Bigger, yeah, much bigger, 10 times bigger.
Oh,
yeah. So, but it's small now.
How many stations?
There will be 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus room for a lot more.
Gas spot and everything. And do you like convention like this one where you can meet different artists in your style and you can do?
Yeah. I do a lot of conventions, and I feel like this is like the best place to get the most inspiration. You have social media that you can look at, but nothing can compare to actually meeting, the artists that you look up to or that, that inspire you. So going to these conventions, especially like this one here in Ancona, since we're connected with a bunch of lettering artists, it's a really good idea, and I think we should do more of it. So conventions are just a great way to meet everybody, for sure.
And do you travel a lot?
I do.
For tattooing your style, or you can do it in your home because you have a lot of requests?
Both.
Okay.
I do. I do travel a lot. I do maybe 20 conventions a year. This year I did about 20. But when I'm home, I do similar. I do a lot of lettering, but I also do a lot of black and gray realism too. So
okay.
I kind of split both. When I'm home, when I'm on the road, when I do conventions, it's mainly lettering. Yeah.
And do you think that your style is more lettering or Chicano?
More lettering. Yeah, more lettering, because I do a lot of different styles of lettering. It's it could be considered Chicano just because of like the elements that it's all black and gray, a lot of script, a lot of cursive and, fancy stuff. But yeah, it's definitely more lettering specific because I do a lot of different styles, not just one style.
This question will be maybe more deep. Why you do that? Why you do what you do?
I don't think we have enough time, but
We try.
I'll break it down for you. I started tattooing when I was 13 years old, and this was in 1994. My older brother brought me the machine and got me into it. He passed away in 2001, so when that happened, he was also a tattooer. So when that happened, everybody looked at me and said, "Hey, you need to keep tattooing just to keep his name, alive." So that's kind of what I did. So since 2001 to now, it's kind of like been the goal, just keep going. But also, I have a family, so I worked a regular job. I was a web designer for 20 years, so 9 to 5 in the office, and then after the office, I go to the studio, and then I tattoo till late night, and wake up again the next morning. So I did that for a really long time. So there's lots of reasons why I do what I do, but those are the two main reasons. I have a family, and then my brother. So that's why I continue to do so much, and try to spread my art as far as I can, you know.
Yeah, this one is an important reason for keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
And do you want that your family to your child will start tattooing too, or you prefer that they will do something different?
I have 2 boys,
Okay.
both of them tattoo already.
Already?
Already, yeah. So 25-year-old and 23-year-old, and both of them tattoo. I didn't want them to,
Okay.
but
They want it.
it's just part of their life, you know. Their entire life has been part of tattooing. I've been doing it since they were born. So
And they are working with you, or?
yeah. My shop back home in Chicago.
Yeah, that's why now you have to grow the shop, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's the main reason why. yeah, that's it.
And how you feel, because it's not common that in the tattooing, that the tattoo artists have son and let them work with you and grow a shop, a family shop, you know? It's not common.
No, it's not, and you know, it's never anything I wanted. I didn't ask for it. It's just really something that really happened, but it happened organically. You know, I didn't ask them to. I didn't want them to. I didn't show them anything aside from what I do. You know, like my work ethic and you know, maybe my skill level. Maybe they were attracted to that and they wanted to do that. So, yeah, I never wanted it, but you know, we're here, and it's growing a family business is not as easy. But I think we're just a close family. You know, I'm really close to my kids, and we work together. We work together well. So we travel together, do conventions.
They also do?
So,
Do you prefer working in USA or in Europe?
both?
Okay.
Yeah, there's different reasons why I come to Europe, and then there's different reasons why I stay home. I think the inspiration is bigger here because a lot of artists here in Europe are really dedicated to their craft, to whatever they're doing. If it's lettering, the Italian lettering artists, or specifically in Italy, they study it, they learn it, they live it, you know, they dedicate their life, and they have the discipline to do it almost every day. So that's very inspiring to see a lot of the young tattooers just fucking be amazing. They're so good. So that's very inspirational, you know. And then when I go home, you know, I have a lot more friends that, you know, when I travel, I get to meet everybody again. You know, it's just like a big bubble of people that we know. So I enjoy them both. I really, really do. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. It was super intense. Maybe one day we will do an extended interview.
Nice.
Maybe
Yeah,
one day I
love
will
that.
come in Chicago
I'd love that.
and meet you.
Thank
Thank you
Nino.
again.
Thank you, bro.